This story explores Mia's journey of rediscovering the healing power of music. Through the chaos and emptiness in her life, she reconnects with melodies that soothe her soul, memories that bring comfort, and rhythms that reawaken her spirit. From meditative tracks to joyful dancing, music becomes her refuge, her therapy, and her way back to life. Learn how the transformative power of sound can heal the mind and nourish the soul. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for new update. The first notes drifted softly into the room, carrying a weightless kind of magic that seemed to wrap around Mia's heart. She'd always loved music, but in the last few months, she had lost her connection to it. Life had become a whirlwind of chaos, work deadlines, personal disappointments, and a lingering sense of emptiness she couldn't shake. The thought of listening to music felt like a distant memory from a simpler time. It was her therapist who suggested she give it another try. Music has a way of speaking to parts of us that words cannot, the therapist had said. Mia wasn't convinced, but she was desperate for something to break the heavy silence that had settled over her life. That evening, she dug out her old headphones and opened a playlist she hadn't touched in years. The first song was one her mother used to hum while cooking, a soft piano melody that immediately brought a lump to her throat. As the music played, memories surfaced: warm evenings in her childhood home, the smell of spices in the kitchen, and the sound of her mother's laughter. The tightness in Mia's chest began to loosen. The next day, Mia decided to experiment further. She searched for healing music and stumbled upon a playlist filled with calming, meditative tracks. As she closed her eyes and let the gentle rhythms wash over her, she felt something stir deep within. It wasn't joy, not yet, but it was something lighter than the sadness she'd been carrying. Music became a small but sacred part of Mia's routine. She started her mornings with uplifting tunes that gently nudged her into the day, and ended her evenings with soft, reflective melodies that helped quiet her racing thoughts. One weekend, she attended a sound bath session on a whim. Lying on a yoga mat, surrounded by the resonant hum of singing bowls, she felt an almost physical release, as if the vibrations were untangling knots she hadn't realized were there. As weeks turned into months, Mia began to notice subtle shifts in herself. She was calmer, more patient. The little things that used to send her spiraling in unkind email, a delay in traffic, no longer held the same power over her. Music had become her refuge, a bridge between her mind and her soul. Through its rhythms and harmonies, it gave her permission to feel without judgment, to cry when she needed to, and to smile when the weight lifted, even if just for a moment. One evening, as she played a soulful violin piece she'd discovered, Mia found herself dancing in her living room. It wasn't graceful or planned, but it was free. She laughed at the unexpected joy bubbling up inside her. It was then she realized that music hadn't just been healing her. It had been quietly bringing her back to life,